Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 78 of Let's Platinum Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay, before we get started, we're going to have Tifa in our party this time. So let's give her all of Barrett's materia. Make sure you put Revival AP up down here, and make sure you got HP up, MP up, Magic up here, and just put maybe ATB Assist and Prayer. And the other thing I want to do is, even though Lightning is about to max out, we're going to change it to Wind, because a lot of the enemies in this chapter are actually weak to Wind. And finally, change this back to ice. A lot of the enemies in this chapter are also weak to ice, and we can change A to B boost really soon. Alright, so there's a cutscene here. I'm going to skip the early part of it and get to the pertinent part.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one.
Alright, Cloud gives the flower to Tifa. In the original game, you had the option to give it to Tifa or Marlene, I think.
Why did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
Ba-bow. Nope, it has not been 5 years. It has been 7 years. Yes, this is another major plot point in the original Final Fantasy VII. So Tifa says, huh, when he says that, and the implication is supposed to be that Tifa is aware that it's actually been 7 years and not 5, but Cloud lost the last 2 years of his life because just before he went to the bombing mission at Marco Rector 1, I think it's just before, it might be that maybe some stuff happened in between, but he was taken by Hojo with Zack, and experiments were done on him using Marco, and he was trapped there for 2 years until he managed to get out. I think Zack managed to get out of there first, and then he managed to get out after that because Zack helped him, and that's why he has the abilities he basically has the abilities of a soldier. He wasn't a soldier, he was just a regular grunt, and it's one of the most it's one of the biggest plot points of the original game, but also one of the most tragic, because he did want to protect Tifa and, you know, the people around him. That was his goal and his mission, and when he got to Shinra, he just couldn't do it. He wasn't good enough. He didn't have the X factor that say Zack did. So yeah, that's another big point there. I think we can skip the rest of this. I'll just play it out for a second longer.
I need to talk to Barrett.
Okay, yeah, need to talk to Barrett. Okay, everything else is pretty standard.
Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed.
I don't think I talked to Tifa here during my first playthrough, but you can. She just says...
Do you mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done with this?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Say anything else? No, you can't talk to her again. Okay. Let's just talk to Barrett.
Yeah, your money. Ask Tifa. She takes care of all that.
And let's talk to Marlene. And we can just skip this again. Nothing too important here.
Daddy?
Alright.
Did the people who died all return to the planet?
Of course.
Alright, cool. So now let's try and get through as much of chapter 3 as possible, because chapter 3 is quite a long chapter.
There's an empty...
And
Sure
yeah,
me.
there's not really too much of importance that happens during this portion, but we're gonna... Well, not right now, but in a moment there will be.
It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that.
So they just have some back and forth. Let's see if they say anything now that we have a bit more
about me.
perspective.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
Not good at all.
Yeah, nothing too different there. Always happy to help stick it to
You
Shinra.
make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, Cloud's always been a little, I don't know, standoffish, like just
I saw Sector 8 on the news.
stoic.
It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
So, it wasn't that bad?
It was.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think they're talking about the Marco Rector explosion. Oh, that staircase is not actually on the ground.
Good old Stargazer Heights. You're
That's
on
weird.
the second floor.
That bottom right part there wasn't touching the ground. I never noticed that. Alright.
Room 201 here is where I sleep.
Really, thank you. That's good
Don't have time for
information.
much else, what with Seventh Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate.
Okay, go over here.
Here's your room.
202.
I already...
You did?
Mal.
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told...
No.
It's
And
fine.
That one's...
Another room.
know what?
Okay, so let's go in. I think I skipped this one. Probably should have checked this first. Yeah, okay. Then it says time for introductions, so we exit the room, and let's watch this cutscene now as well, because this is very, very important.
Hey, you okay in there? Oh. Coming in.
Why is the door open? Alright, so Cloud has a vision of Sephiroth. Very funny idea to have the sword get stuck on the doorframe there.
Cloud, stop!
Get back inside! Get off me!
Okay, and we see a vision of reunion, which I'll explain in a moment.
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.
Okay, so what happened there? Basically, Marco... Marco. I never even thought about it like that. His name is Marco, as in like Marco and Marco Energy. Interesting. Alright, so he had a number on his arm that was 49, and 49 is the product of 7 and 7, so more Final Fantasy VII references. But basically, the idea is that Hojo has all these experiments, and that he does on humans. Marco must have been experiment number 49, which is why he's got the 49th number on him. And the experiment that they did on him was to inject him with Genova cells, and he became a Sephiroth clone. So I think that's what's happening. Like, Sephiroth and Genova are taunting Cloud at that point, and that's why he looks like Sephiroth in that moment. Very confusing, because we don't know if that's really... Hang on, are we going to... Yeah, we're going to the item shop first. Come on, get in front of me. We don't know if that was Sephiroth taunting Cloud or Marco, but it seems to be Marco. That's my guess there. It's just the clone, not Sephiroth, like not actual Sephiroth taunting Cloud. We don't need anything. If you want, you can sell all your items because you won't need them in hard mode, but to be honest, we have enough gil for the rest of the game.
He's a regular.
For you,
Well,
to get free shit.
our next stop.
Just met her.
Alright, so we'll go talk to Mal again.
Remember, she's a good
Keep going, keep going.
Apparently it was done by a terrorist group.
What are we doing next? Next cutscene. Okay. So, now we'll talk a little bit about what we need to do for...
Be nice.
Yeah, if you skip all this. Be nice.
I've got skills.
Be nice.
A tried and true.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marl.
Don't do anything. I
So,
wouldn't.
now I need to talk about how affection in this game works. There's a lot of different theories online as to exactly what affects
She helped
what,
get me set up back in the day.
but this is the best one I've heard. In Chapter 3,
5 years.
every side quest that you do gives you a point or 2 points with Tifa. In Chapter 8, a budding bodyguard, or just budding bodyguard with Aerith, every side quest that you do gives you 2 points with her. And if you don't do any side quests for Chapter 3 and Chapter 8, then you get points with Barrett. So that's how supposedly how the affection works. I think there might be... Oh, and the other difference is,
Thank you very much. See,
at the beginning of Chapter 10, which is the sewers,
in that case, if you're serious,
whoever
it's not
you
worth
choose to talk to first, Aerith or Tifa, will get more points.
Yeah.
So this time we want to have our affection high with Tifa because we already got the Aerith resolution cutscene in Chapter 14, and so we want to get Tifa's one. And I think I will be able to actually get Barrett's one later because we will have to not play the game the whole way through one more time, but we will have to do Chapters 3, 8, and 9, I think, again. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. I haven't got to that point yet, but I'm almost there. I don't know how I'm keeping all this in my head and maintaining it. Chadley's here, and let's quickly talk to him. We can talk to him later, but let's talk to him now. So what we want to do is buy all the stuff that we actually can use. HP absorption, yes. Buy parries, yes. Don't worry about item master. ATB stagger is not that important, but I'll buy it. And skill master is very useful. You definitely want skill master. Don't worry about assess. Don't worry about item master. And I think that was it. But buy all that stuff. Okay, let's go to Scrap Boulevard. We are now doing the main quest, a job for the Neighborhood Watch. So let's go. I'm also not going to bother picking up materia because that's just an ice materia that I won't need. Gorges, we're just going to defeat with a simple triple slash. As you can see, these enemies are weak to ice, so it's perfect to have ice here. And the objective for this part of the game is just to defeat these 4 sets of monsters. We'll probably get to level 49, but I don't think we'll hit 50 for this. At least I didn't on practice. ATB boost. Okay, ATB boost is maxed out, so let's change that out. Let's use chakra. May as well do chakra. So now we can use ATB boost in a battle, and we only have to wait 2 minutes before we can use it again. Most battles you won't even last 2 minutes, but there are a few towards the end that take a little bit longer, and I haven't perfected them yet, but I'm trying. So far everything's going pretty well. Okay, you'll notice Tifa got concentration activated there, and she's using metal knuckles. Concentration, I may have misspoken last time. It raises your chi level, and chi allows you to use the, whirling uppercut, then Omni Strike, and then Rise and Fall. So she has a 30% chance to get the ability to use Omni Strike straight up as soon as she enters the battle. And trust me, that is huge. Omni Strike is so much more powerful than Whirling Uppercut. So it's a really good thing. Okay, now we need to go back to the Neighborhood Watch, and we should have a cutscene here. Let me have a look. This is a very, very short vision, but I'll let it play out.
Back already?
Got every last one too. Now the slum should be safe.
You guys are machines!
Good job. Meanwhile, we told everyone we could about you.
So I heard. I've got to ask though, what did you tell them?
It's all right. All you gotta do is keep up the good work. It'll pay off soon enough, I promise.
How's the sword, by the way?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Seems like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Okay.
You okay?
So Cloud gets a vision. I'll explain this in just a moment.
I'm fine.
Been meaning to ask. After you left the village...
It's a long story.
I've got time. Why don't you tell me all about it while we try to rustle up some more work for you?
That sounds great! I'll come too!
Oh, no you won't.
What?
Run along now, you two. Go
Sorry,
on.
maybe next time.
No fair!
Think about it for a second. They haven't seen each other in years. You'd be a third wheel.
Since you've got yourself a new wet, come on.
Who?
The guy who tracks...
Where's he?
Alright.
Oh.
So that one was a bit tricky because the first time you see that, you've obviously got the Buster Sword. You know, you just picked up the Iron Blade, but you've only got the Buster Sword before then. He says we've been through a lot together, but he's having trouble remembering because Cloud's memories are all screwed up. He's very, very screwed up. Let me quickly talk to Chadley here. So Chadley's report was to assess 2 enemies, but because we're on hard mode, we've already assessed everything. So that quest automatically completes, which is awesome. Thank you for doing that, Square. They did a pretty good job with hard mode. I'm like 99% happy with it. There's a handful of things I think that I was like, really? You went to all that effort here, but you didn't go to that effort later? But yeah, it's mostly good.
No.
Alright, so now we need to run around doing all the side quests again, and we're going to try and do that as quickly as possible. So, just one other thing. Okay, yeah. So, this episode and probably the next episode are going to be... Well, most of the next episode are going to be redoing the side quests. And then we'll have another scene with Tifa. Alright, so we have to complete all these side quests to get points with Tifa, because we want to we want to get her resolution. And so far from my practice file, I did manage to get Tifa in the resolution, so pretty confident this works. As you go here, I think the camera will shift. Oh, actually, maybe I'm not supposed to... Okay, that's good. Actually, I'm glad that I did that way because I've always wanted to check. I should have done that on practice, but when you go there, the camera shifts to that perspective because you're allowed to continue the main story of the game now. And in order to do that, you have to go right there. But you can get around it by sticking close to the motorbike on the left, and you won't have to get there. I'm gonna go into here and talk to this guy. So I'm almost done with the cats for Betty, but I'm gonna talk to this guy to get the rat problem side quest. Now the interesting thing that they did, and this is again another thing that I really like, in the original normal mode, when you get the rat problem quest, you gotta go into this section here, you go through this gap and you fight a bunch of were-rats. Then you go back to the item shop owner and he says, no, you need to fight doom rats. But in hard mode, they give you the doom rats immediately. So thank goodness for doing that. And they still have quite a bit of health, so... 1, 2, 3. Come on, damn. 2, 3. Come on. Don't know where the other one is. Is it dead? No, not yet. Hiya! And pow. Beautiful. We also got the Art of Swordplay Volume 5 for Cloud. Yes, let's return to the item shop. The reason you want to do this one first is because you can take out the Doom Rats, return to the item shop, with maximum efficiency. So, return to the item shops, complete this one. You'll also notice that we're getting our HP restored after we complete side quests. In the original, in normal mode, we got both our HP and MP restored. Hey, we got some high potions that we'll never use. I don't think you need to talk to this lady, but I will just to be safe.
I'm trying to get... Will you be a dear and lend me a hand?
And then you can go in here. And last time we collected that, I think it's like adrenaline or something in that little item box to the top left that you could just see the icon on, but this time we don't need to. So just talk to the cat straight away. Meow, meow, meow. And then we will return to Betty.
This sucks. Screw this.
And yes, good. Alright, the last quests for this chapter are the most annoying ones because they just take so long. Like you have to go to the abandoned Talaga factory, and then you got to go back, and it's like, come on, man.
Thank you.
We're getting there.
I told Dad we're getting married at
Okay, so now I've got to go to... Who is it? Ah, yeah. Let's go this way. This way. It is the Talaga, I just have to see. I got 2 minutes. Let's see how much I can do in 2 minutes. Well, this is much quicker because I started chapter 3 a little bit last episode, and this will be only a 20-minute episode, but we will definitely finish chapter 3 in the next episode, so that's good. From 6 episodes to 2. Also, I don't know why he does that. It happened during practice as well. He just like disappears and then reappears. Just a slight bug. Okay, while I run here, let's talk a little bit more about the 5-year, 7-year gap. So this is another massive spoiler. Cloud was never in Soldier. He did join Shinra, but he was only a grunt. He met Zack, who was a soldier, and Zack became first class. Zack and Cloud became friends, and then at some point, Cloud and Zack went to Nibelheim to visit the Nibelheim reactor with Sephiroth. Sephiroth went crazy. He killed everyone in the village. Zack survived, and Cloud survived, and Cloud managed to kill him somehow. When they tried to escape the Nibelheim, Hojo turned up and basically bound Zack and Cloud in some test tubes and basically did experiments on them. For some reason, or somehow, they both managed to stay there for 2 years, I think it was. I didn't get the other one, damn. Hang on a sec. Yeah, somehow they managed to stay in those tubes for 2 years, and while they were in the tubes, I think there is one fight over here that I want to do. While they were in the tubes, Zack and Cloud were being injected with Genova cells. And I think that this one is I'm less sure of, but I'm pretty confident it's the case. Zack is he's sort of like super pure of heart. Genova's cells don't have the same effect on him that they've had on everyone else. And but Cloud doesn't have that, so Cloud was heavily affected with the Genova cells, and that's why he and Sephiroth have such a huge connection, because of the Genova cells. Oh, that was a crit. That was nice. Okay, we're getting there.
Keep those gloves.
Don't worry about opening that door. Let's just go here, and we're gonna finish this episode. Yeah, so we'll be able to actually get started. I'm pretty confident on chapter 4 next time.
Let me handle this.
But yeah, I think that's the story. I think that's what happened. And then Zack finally managed to break free of the test tube. He takes out like one regular dude or something like that, knocks him out, and saves Cloud as well, and they both get out of there. And yeah, that's why. And Cloud has absolutely no memory of this. Oh, you got to level 50? It should have happened right now.
Would kill for a shower.
No, I didn't, because I don't have the trophy. That's weird. Okay, so we did that, and let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me... Okay, oh, interesting. Really? I got him at... What the hell? That didn't happen on... Okay. Very weird. Alright, I will quickly explain this and then I'll end the episode. Alright, so we're almost at level 50 with both of them. Cloud has got another materia slot, and you might be wondering how. Basically, the hard edge and all the other weapons, the way the game works is it gives you this core, and maybe this one as well when you first get the weapon. Then, as time goes on, your weapon levels up and you get this core. And then finally, when you get enough SP to get to weapon level 6, which I have gotten, you get this final core, and this happens for every single weapon. And you are able to get all the materia slots maxed out and connected on every single weapon, and it's really good. And so I managed to, because I had prioritized, what was it, like attack for hard edge, and obviously attack, like you need a materia slot on a weapon is huge, so they gave me an extra materia slot, which is fantastic. So let's quickly take advantage of that. I know I'm already over time. So we'll keep experience up for a little bit longer because we are just about to level, but let's keep it on. We're gonna put parry in there because we have one parry material. We want to max out another one. It's only 500 AP, so it's very quick. And Tifa's is the same for right now. Everyone's doing real well. How are we doing here? Nice, 3,000 almost. All right, quickly hand in this quest. And
Well,
we'll be done in a minute. Yep. Okay. Cool. So I think they talk to each other now.
I'll bet a lot of... There's this amazing...
nothing I've done.
Oh. So
Okay, and now if I quickly look at the quests, I've done every single one except for... Wait, what's on the prowl? Oh. Is that the one I just got? I think... Oh, yeah. Idiot. I know what that is. Okay, no worries. So we'll do those two quests next time. I don't know if we'll be able to finish chapter 3. I'll try, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. For now, though, I want to thank you all for watching episode 78 of Let's Platinum Final Fantasy VII Remake. My name's Ultimate456. You're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.